early evening. Yeah, I probably should have put this back for later at this stage, but I put it at 6. I'm doing it at 6. There we go. So I had a video just come out earlier. Some of you may have seen it. I know Mr. Popcorn did, and I didn't drink all of the bottle. I recorded that 2 days ago, I think, when it was bad weather. Yes, there was good weather. Winter is coming. It's cold again today. This is the Dark Island Reserve 10%, and I'm going to pour the rest of this out. And a bit dodgy having this on stream. I'm not sure how much I left actually. Oh, it's not as much as I thought. That's a good thing I've got some other beers in line for this. But if you haven't seen the video I just put up, that beautiful beer. Beautiful, beautiful beer that is. But a bit pricey as well with it. I don't hate you at all. I won't tell you what I was drinking earlier. Actually, no. I had some mead. I had some mead earlier. So it's almost wine. Made in a winery, but it's mead, so I'll take that. And very good mead at that as well. Very good mead. How's everyone doing? I hope we're all doing well. I say this is from the Orkney Brewery. I'm just finishing off what was left of the bottle from when I filmed 2 days ago. Oh, I'm wanker. All right, beer guggler. Welcome. That. Oh, I tell you what. There's a bit more of a sort of coffee notes to it today. It's amazing how beer obviously changes over time, isn't it? But yeah, it's still smooth, still delicious. A definite thumbs up from me on that. I don't think I've added it to Untapped yet. I was waiting for my video to go live before I sort of done that. What's everyone up to today? All right, Steve, how are you? Oh dear, it's I don't know why. I sort of made the decision 2 days ago. The missus is out, and I sort of said I'll do a live, and then I put it at 6, and then when I was working today, I was like, oh, why did I put it at 6? Why did I put it at 6? So I've just been rushing, really. Hey, Fast50, how you doing, man? How you doing? Question I haven't asked you because I haven't seen you. You've got 3 of the pint of ones. Have you chucked money down to go for a pint of 2? And don't tell me you bought 3 of them as well, because that would be crazy. But it'd be interesting to see if you've chucked money down. I myself, I've gone and bought a pint of 2, but when it comes in, not sure I'll have it like delivered to me at that stage. I think I've chucked it to a mate's because I may not be here to pick it up. Mead. See, James, mead in my eyes is made more like beer than a wine is made like beer. You know, mead and beer I feel more similar, even though, you know, it's maybe a higher ABV. I just feel it, you know, I feel mead is more like beer. That's my take on it. And also Untapped allows you to log you know, mead on there as well. Number 776. Oh, I might have a lower number than you. Yeah, I was part of the first 1,000, even though I actually was on the website and I waited for a bit and I wasn't sure, and I was thinking and I thought, do you know what, just go with it. So I bought it. Big Ollie gone in as well. Oh dear, we're all jumping in at this stage. I'm interested for a few things, obviously, of it. The pouring, it's interesting to see how that will work, and it means the beer will keep longer because it's not being oxygen. Well, oxygen's not coming in, no air coming in. But for the main thing, it's the hopping of it, and I'm interested in seeing those bottles, the ability to reuse them or find some other way to put hops into there. I am drinking the Dark Island Reserve, which obviously I just put a video up on maybe 2 hours ago. This is a 10%. I'm trying to see if it will actually focus. Sorry, it's aiming at my face sometimes. It's 10%, and it's a higher AB version of the Orkney's Dark Island, and it is I'm going to say aged in whiskey cask, but not exactly. It's whiskey chips are added to it to make it sort of add together. Yeah, Fast 50, I agree. That's a it's a big amount to chuck down, even with money that they may give you for a discount as well. It's a big chunk, isn't it? But what can you do? Oh, yeah, Adam. Yeah, I was watching your live on, was it? Yeah, Saturday, and oh, bloody had to run off partway through. It was about nearly midnight, and something went off, and I had to go sort it. So I didn't get to watch the end of that. Yeah, when it says it pierces, I assumed it was just piercing of film, and I was just wondering if there was a way to repurpose it, but I guess we'll find out when we see it. There must be a way to repurpose to make the most of that hopper. That's what I want to make the most of. Yeah, I mean, the hopper could have been easier the way they done it. Obviously, they're trying to think of. They say they're being green, but then everything is one-time use and throwaway, so it's not that green, is it? I've meant to say, Adam, new location. No, new house that I've been at for a while. But yeah, this one, sort of recording them at this stage. Computer's here, although I may be changing the computer location next week, so who knows? You may be just looking at that wall, or I may be in the room over. Yeah, I get where they've gone with the hop oil though. I think it's more just the sort of shelf life that they're looking at, and the ability for it to maintain its life. And also, it makes it a bit harder. People go, oh, it's not hop oil. I seen the live they done yesterday where they were talking about, oh, the brewer that they have there saying, oh, I've seen 18 different ways. People are like, how can I hop, my pint of one? You can hop the pint of one. You could buy the old box. You could buy like the new ones for pint of two and put it in the old pint of one. And I think you could hop it. It's just obviously adding it via the brewing dock or another method. But I'm tempted to try it. Oh, Steve, the plumbing wasn't sorted out till Tuesday, mate. From Saturday night all the way through to Tuesday, because it absolutely poured down. And wasn't sorted till Tuesday, which was an absolute pain. So I was waiting in all Monday. But I work from home anyway, so it doesn't matter. But waiting in, nothing happened. And then, they called 8 in the morning on Tuesday to say they're coming in an hour's time. So, yeah, all done. As far as I understand, Big Ogler, the inner is still a plastic mould, but they say it's like a single cast. The outside is metal. The inner, from what I can see, is still plastic. But I may be proven wrong when it arrives. Who knows at that stage? I may be proven wrong. Holiday-wise, Steve, holiday was great. 2 weeks off, travelling around a bit of Scotland. I was posting pictures at the beginning of the holiday on Instagram of like distilleries and some of the beer places I went, and then when I hit the second half, I just couldn't be bothered. One, I got absolutely hammered one night, and then the next day I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to put photos up, and then they just never happened after that. But yeah, good time there. Brought back a lot of beer, a lot of whiskey, a few other bits and pieces as well. But yeah, I've got a lot to work through. I think my cupboards are fully stocked at the moment, even though I did go out and buy some. I was out exploring the shops nearby and like the convenience stores to see what they sort of had. So I'd walk into one of the convenience stores and then I'd look at the beer shelf and go, oh God, there's nothing really here. And then I'll be like, let's pick up a pack of crisps. So I made sure I brought change with me. So they must have thought I was weird walking in, looking at the whole beer shelf and then walking around the corner and picking up a pack of crisps and then walking out. But I went to about 5 of them in a row. And the second one I went to had it had something I hadn't had before, and it was one of the Marston's one, Levy, which they normally only sell in the 6-pack multi-box, but they had broken up the box, so I just took it. I mean, like, they had it on the shelf, and I just took that to the counter, and they just ringed it up, and I bought it. I thought I was saving buying a whole box of some of the Marston beers I don't want. And then the next shop I went to, bit dull, nothing there. The fourth one was the most interesting one though. I walked in and it was a very small one and I wasn't expecting much of it. And I looked at the end shelf and I was like, the usual. Turned to the left and I was like, oh my days. They've got a massive Oktoberfest selection of beers. And then underneath that, a load of different craft beers. And then some solid different ales as well. And I was like, oh my God, I'm impressed. I was not expecting that. So I stood there for a while going, bugger, what do I do? Because I want a load of this beer, but I'm not picking it all up. And I spoke to the man actually, and he said, oh, he's got customers that come in and they like a ever-changing selection. So he tries to change it every 1 or 2 weeks and get some new beers. And I thought, and that's a man that's bringing back his customers at that stage. He has his core selection of beers, but then he has a variety, ever-changing selection. That's what I like. That's good. So I found 2 potential shops near me that can offer a nice selection. Big Ogler, they didn't show the seal at all. What it looked like was, again, on the hopper, it was a foil seal on top. And then you screw it in and it pierces it and then it drops down. That's what it looked like to me. But there must be something, I say O-ring, to deal with the pressure that's coming up from the pinter into the bottle and back again. But they didn't really show it. It had a screw that you take off, like a nut in a sense, to take off. And then you put the hopper in and turn it. And it just seems to pierce it. And then, release the, whatever it is at that stage, the hop oil that they've put in. They were very clear to say, oh, be careful you choose the right ones if you've got multiple packs. But I think that's part of the experiment. If you're going to do that, you might as well mix up the hops. Go, why should I go for the hops they want? Try some other hops. Is that a new one? Because I haven't been Aldi in ages because there's not one really near me. But I know that Aldi had the huge corkscrew ones. I'm not even sure. They were Belgian beers, I swear. And I picked up a few of those. They were okay, not amazing. But when it comes to sort of the supermarkets, I prefer Lidl over Aldi. Thankfully, there's like 3 Lidls near me this way as well. But with the Lidl, what's interesting is the annual release of those 6 Belgian beers. We have all had them. They're not amazing, but for 8.5% to 10%, and then you're paying like £8 for 6 bottles, or I may have gone up to 12 now, but that's still a bargain. Still a bargain in my eyes. I always keep an eye out for those ones, and I have a look to see what else they've got occasionally, but I haven't literally been into Aldi I haven't been in Aldi for months. I haven't been into Lidl probably for 2 months either at this stage. Just haven't had a chance. I've just been buying my beer elsewhere and then checking some of the local shops out. Right, I'm definitely going to need to go get another one. I know this is 10%, but I have 2 Badger beers in the fridge. I've got one of the Badger Tanglefoot special ones that they got, which was 8.7%. I really like that stuff, so I've got one of those bottles in the fridge. Coming to the end of those bottles as well. I think I've got 2 more left. And then I've also got one of the new Badger beers that is their New England IPA. I did have it, I think, yesterday, but I bought more, so there you go. I'm really loving the Badger beers though. I used to go to the Badger pubs when I was in central London. So obviously the main 2, I'm going to say 2. The one opposite Westminster, St. Stephen's Tavern, and then the other one was over in Battersea. They were the 2 nearest Badgers, but yeah, it was always good to go to a Badger beer place. But the bottle stuff, since lockdown, I've been loving it. I have been loving it since April last year. And then they brought out the twice tangled. I said twangled. I want to call it twangled every time. Twice twangled, but twice tangled. Really, really good. I love that. Peeling good choco orange. They've released a few. What was the other one that Audi released? Or maybe it is the choc orange one I'm thinking of. They released another one as well, but I'm just trying to think what it was. I've seen reviews online. I've watched a few reviews. It may have been on Baz's channel that I've seen his review of something Audi related. And I don't think he didn't seem to think much of it. Last night, what was I doing last night? I had a nap actually. I was knackered yesterday. I finished work, done a bit of cleaning, had a nap, woke up, went and met the missus, and then had some food, then went back to sleep again. It really wasn't an impressive day. If you'd sent me the invite, I would have missed it anyways at that stage. Oh, Badgers are good at making beer, you know. Halls and Woodhouse, yes. Badgers, yes. They're all good. They're all good, mate. I think any animal can make a beer. No, I didn't order the Pilsner or lager. For me right now, I think any sort of Pilsner or lager on the Pinter is probably a not to order one. I do think that probably their new hopped lager one will be the best that they've done, only because you're adding hop oil after the brew, and it will probably mask a lot of the flavours or the element that the lager hasn't fully lagered and gone clean. But they weren't my options to go for. I went for the New England one, and I didn't go for the cider. I went for the other one, which was the Belgian one. So I've picked those two, but we're going to have to wait a while for them to come out, because is it November they're delivering it? Sometime in November. There could be delays with that. And then they say there's a new Fresh Press of the Month coming as well, which is for Pinter 1 and Pinter 2. But Pinter 2's not come out, so of course it's going to be for Pinter 1. It'd be a bit silly to release one that's just aimed at the new one, and everyone's already got 4 new ones to try. Oh, all right. Take care, man. Yeah, send me the link for Sunday. Currently, my Sunday is still free, as far as I'm aware, unless the missus chucks something at me. Busy Saturday, free on the Sunday. Yeah, hop cider. The thing I'm going to say about it is that their cider price is just going up and up and up, and I can't see where the value is in that. You know, the cider was £10 for their cider, and then they've gone upwards with the prices on the cider, and it's just because they've added a flavour to it. It's still the same cider, and they've just added a bit of flavour in, and it's suddenly £4. Now they're chucking a bit of hop oil on, it's another £4. And you're like, so now this cider's £8 more than the normal one. I'm not too concerned on that. I could make the cider myself and hop it myself if I wanted. Don't go Norwich, that's the answer. God, do you know what? I haven't been Norwich in ages. I have no comments on the pedestrianisation of Norwich, but what do you think of it? You tell me. Actually, all I remember in Norwich is going around the ring road, really, around the outside. Hazy. It's New England IPA, so it's just a style. It just means that you've got your West Coast and you've got your East Coast. So New England IPA is a sort of East Coast style American IPA. It's hazy. It's very tropical, fruity. You may get some nice colour off it. It could be like a hint of orange or something coming from it as well when you look at it in the light. But yeah, it's a phrase that's passed around quite a lot. But it'd be interesting to see what it's like. You can try the cider. I'm not going to try that. I haven't really enjoyed the cider on the Pinter. Yeah. Curries. Oh dear. I'm sure the local papers must be in uproar about it. What's Ipswich think about it? They must be laughing at Norwich at this stage. Hey Thomas. The usual comments, share, like and share. Right, that's the end of the 10%er, the Dark Island Reserve. I am going to go pick up the new beer from Badger that they released, which is their small batch one. And I will be back in a bit. Oh, God. Blue Nun in a press. Oh, I don't know whether to be impressed or not at that stage. No, beer goggler. No, please no. Actually, question, do they still make Blue Nun? I haven't seen that in ages. Right, I ran downstairs, back up again. I have my new Badger glass that I've ordered. Second one, I've got another one of theirs. And I have their New England IPA. So this is their small batch series that they're starting. This is number 1. It's 5.5%. It just says Unfiltered New England IPA with big juicy tropical hop notes. Now, I'll admit, I don't think it was quite that way with the one that opened yesterday. It wasn't quite big tropical hoppy notes at that stage. But let's crack this open and get it into the glass. Okay. Not too crap a pour. I did go bad at the end there. Look at that as usual. I'm honestly good at pouring when I'm not on camera. I'm just holding it up for the camera. I blame you guys. Oh, actually, wow, that's better nose than the one yesterday. Maybe I had a poor bottle yesterday. That's much better. All right, so it's slightly hazy. That's fine. Did they say it was going to be properly hazy? It just says unfiltered, so that's fine. Unfiltered, that's cool. 2-finger head, more than that. The nose is actually really good today. Yesterday, it wasn't good at all. I just don't know if that was a dud of a bottle. Oh, smells nice. Right, I'm going to jump in and have a little taste of it. That's much better than what I had the other day. Much better. Must have just been a dodgy bottle at that stage. What was your... Because I've seen you release 2 videos. Plus 50. Space Opera. But you've also had What the Dunkel. A few weeks ago. But yeah, no, looking through. 248 in 2 days. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. It doesn't look like a New England IPA at all. This is just a slightly unfiltered pale ale. That's what I'm going to say. It's a pale ale that's slightly unfiltered. I agree with you all. Let's get the last of it in, just in case there was something hidden at the bottom of the bottle. But it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Well, At the top, it looks a bit better, but yeah, I agree with you. But this is the problem. I was saying, well, even with the Pinter, when they're describing something as New England IPA, it's just a phrase that people use nowadays, but it's not exactly what you would expect the style of a New England IPA to be. Well, how did Scott steal it from you? He said it before you, beer goggler. I don't think I have. I'll look down the bottom. 993. I'm 7 away. Oh wow. Yeah. I've not been paying much attention to like subs at that stage. I'm more concerned that there's comments that keep people post comments, and then YouTube seems to immediately block it. So I get notified on my phone, and when I go into the actual app, I can see the comments, and I go to click on the comment to expand it or see it, and it just says this comment's being removed. But it's happened to people that comment regularly on the channel. It blocks some of their comments, and then I just had someone earlier today, and I've been looking, and I'm like, the only way I can fix it is by adding the person to my approved list every time. But for that, I need to know their channel. So a guy called Tim commented on the video I put up earlier about the Dark Island Reserve, and he was going to get a 750ml bottle of it, and it's blocked. And it's like, okay, what's going on with that? Yeah, YouTube. They were blocking. Who were they blocking? And I just thought, when you click on it, you think the person's just deleted their comment, maybe, but it wasn't the case. It was someone messaging like, why is my comments being blocked all the time? And I was like, I'm not blocking it. It's YouTube. It's the algorithm. It's blocking you. But do what you can at that stage. I can try and add people that I know are trustworthy to the approved list, but then I'm not adding Beer Goggler. Oh dear. He'll be blue nunning all over my pages. Right, I'm going to say, as I sort of come to a conclusion yesterday when I was just drinking this, it's nice. This is definitely more hoppy aroma than it was yesterday, but it's a bit of a miss for me. I really enjoyed their Twice Tangled and their Tropical Ferret, but this one just misses it for me. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing, because they have been releasing some good beer recently, so I await to see what else is in this series. And by small batch, I wonder how small a batch that is, considering they are kind of a big brewery. Is a small batch about 10,000 pints? In which case I've got 6 of them. But yeah, I will probably be dispersing the rest of these bottles out amongst my friends. I don't think I need them anymore. Oh, Scott, cheers. No worries for that. I'm not really too concerned. I'm just enjoying it, putting some videos out. I don't really do too many lives, and this live is just, I done one last Thursday because of the Pinter one. The new Pinter 2 went live, and I thought I'll do a live, and then I just thought, it's a week later, let's do another one. Don't know why. Nothing to really talk about, but there you go. And then I've got some potential away time coming up. I may be off. So I've been trying to record some videos to get stuff for the upcoming weeks, in a sense, or days or whatever, so that I have videos and it's not empty. Because I know when I moved, I stopped really putting videos up just because I was busy with my move. And then I'm just looking through. So you can sort of see when I moved, and the videos, I stopped putting stuff up, and they've been irregular. But I've started up my UK brewery project again, where I'm sort of doing a video every Sunday. And, we'll see how that goes. 50 cent. I'll probably lose that money trying to get it exchanged into pence, mate, at that stage. Or I could just keep that money for when I go out to the US and put it as a tip towards the barmaid. No, it's got to be a note, actually. You've got to give a note to them. Now it's good, but slightly misses the mark. I will actually whack this down quick and then get another one of their other beers. Just looking, the missus called, whoops, 5 minutes ago, missed her call. She is out today, she said, I hope. So I am good to have another drink, especially if it's higher ABV. I'm good with that. I might even... No, I won't. I was about to say, I was about to scare some of you off. I might have a bit of mead, but no, I won't actually. I won't. That would be frowned upon and disapproved at this stage entirely. I see Harry's gone live. Damn, I could have joined his chat at this stage. Sorry. Wow. That's gone to the eyes. Wrong way. It's lacking. Ooh, I was gonna say, as I was drinking that, wow, gone to my eyes entirely there. I'm gonna quickly grab the other bottle and the other glass actually, and I shall be back in a second because I'm. It's okay, it's not amazing. So I'll be back with the other beer and I will wait for your comments on me choking on the beer there. Thankfully. Oh dear. Yeah, so I ran down and I ran down again. So I've picked up, as I say, this is a really, really good beer, the Tanglefoot, 8.7%. But this is the special edition Tanglefoot. Really like that. And while I was down there, I seen this. Oh, I thought, better bring this up. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not cracking this one open just yet. But when I was at Llangollen, I picked up the Offerman 11 year. So I don't know if anyone watched Parks and Recs or anything like that, where at the end he's heading off on to a distillery. This is the one. And I know, he probably didn't have much to do with this at all, because 11 years ago, you know, he wasn't there to do anything. He's just gone and tasted one or two casts and said, this is the flavour I want, and a master distiller has gone and chose the flavour. But is he that old Game of Thrones? And I wasn't getting the Game of Thrones one. Don't even watch Game of Thrones. Right. I just realised I didn't bring a glass for this one. Damn it. I do have the other batch of glass. I think I've actually... It needs washing, so it's not ready at this stage. I was going to say, so anyone that's obviously into the Pinter, I do recommend Fast at 50's channel. He does loads of Pinter stuff. He's got Pinter videos up regularly. And I can almost guarantee you he's going to have Pinter 2 stuff up before I'm going to have any up at this stage. For me, I may not touch it until January. When everyone's doing dry January, I'll be whacking in the Pinter stuff. But definitely check out Faster 50. I watch his stuff and it's good fun. I enjoy the channel. But it's always good to watch. I always look and see who else is doing pint stuff and just watch their, tips that they do and how anything I can learn. Best way to drink whiskey? Oh, it depends. It depends. I will tell you this. Obviously, for me, it's neat. But if it's cask strength, then a few drops of water just to, separate out the oils a bit and make it a bit more palatable. Especially if you're drinking something that is, 50% plus at that stage. A few drops of water definitely does help. But that's just my way. Everyone has their own choice. As long as it's not mixing it with Coke or Iron Brew, that's fine by me. I'm now like, damn it, I should have got another glass. I've got to finish. I can pour into this glass. It's a 8% one. It's fine for me to do that. Yeah, the problem with ice is that you are not controlling the water that you're putting in, are you? So if you want to chill your drinks, they say get whiskey stones. If you are using ice, yes, it's chilling your drink, but you're adding that unknown quantity of water. And the worst part about it is, even if you do measure it, you're adding a bit of water to the whiskey. It'll be perfect. But as you go down and drink more, then the whiskey to water ratio changes. And before you know it, you've got watered down whiskey. No. I know what you want to say. You want to, when you go, if you're referencing the same thing I think you are, what you do is like, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. If that's what you're referencing, that's how he does his sort of thing. But the best part about his whiskey tasting, and who is he again? He's one of the big distilleries. He sort of says, what you do is you get your whiskey, you pour it like that, and then you throw it out, and then you fill it up again. But when it's an expensive one, you're not going to... You wouldn't do that in a pub anyways. If someone put in an open into your glass, then you throw it out. No chance. Wouldn't do that. Wet the floor and everything. Right, I'm going to pour this into here. I know it had the 10%er in there, but... oh well, it was only a little bit and it will help this. So, not a real comparison anyways, but that's their New England and that is their Tanglefoot special. You can see a much, much darker colour, but Tanglefoot generally is darker anyways. Yeah, I look forward to unboxing because I probably won't have my hands on it at that stage. I might not be here to get the delivery. So I will be keeping an eye out for your unboxing of it and review of it to see what you think. I would say that's the best thing to do. Do your unboxing, do your impressions of it, and then try a brew. I'll be interested if you were to do buy the same beer and brew it in the two different ones. So that could either be, because it's winter, you could put the stout in, or you could do your favourite, the Space Hopper. Put a Space Hopper in Pinter 2 versus Pinter 1, and tell us what the difference is like. I'll be interested by that. Not forcing you to buy loads of Space Hopper and brew loads of beer, but it'd be interesting to see what you think of it and what the difference is as well. I definitely will be playing about with it and comparing. I definitely want to compare 1 versus 2. I want to try and see if I can buy a pinter that's made for number 2 and put it into pinter 1. That's the name. Yes, indeed. I'm just going to double check that it is the guy that I was thinking of. Because he works for... who does he work for? White and McKay or something, isn't it? Yeah, White and McKay, yeah. There we go. It is him. Master Blender. Absolute BSer. Yeah, but you've seen the same video where he's doing the whole, oh yeah, you get the whiskey in, you throw it out, that's to cleanse it. But then he gives her a really expensive one. She's like, it's like, no, not an expensive one. So he's sort of saying, the cheap stuff you chuck out, not this. Space Opera in both, I would be very interested in seeing that. And as I say, I'm going to be watching your videos to see what you think of that. Also, dark matter stout. It is winter. It could be a good opportunity to do them both in the same one, just to see if there is a difference. They're both pinter ones, aren't they? So there's not any need to do the dry hopping afterwards, especially with the stout. There's nothing that needs doing that with the stout. I hadn't thought of that one. That'd be very clever. Seeing how long it lasts if you take a pint a day out. Yeah, that would be interesting. And whether the carbonation's still there on like day 5, if you pour on day 5. But would you be willing to tie your pint or two up for that long if you've only bought one of them? It'll be worth it, but yeah, that might take a bit of fridge space for quite a while. I would say 2 pints a day. Do 2 pints a day, so that means 5 days. But yeah, no, a bit too slow maybe, a bit too quick coming out at that stage. Oh, this beer is delicious beer. Sorry, I bought 6 bottles of it, and then bought a few more. And it's really good. They say they brewed this all in... Oh, actually. Oh no. Maybe not. I thought they brewed this in 2019, but it looks like they may have done another batch. So they've rebrewed it, which makes sense because the other one would be nearing its best before at that stage. Liver check. Don't want to get involved in that. No, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah. Don't mention the words. What you don't know can't harm you until it harms you. I have been meaning to put... I was meaning to put my stout on the pinter. And I was going to do a bit of lactose with it. And then I was going to try and obviously up the ABV a bit. And then I was going to have a bit and then bottle it. But I don't think I really have the time for it. I know it sounds really weird. I've got the press downstairs, but I'm not sure I've got the time. I'll have to think about it on the weekend. Next week, I'm off to the Nottingham Beer Festival. So I've no doubt I'll be seeing a few of the other... seeing a few of the beer reviewers up there, including like Blue Nose Harry and Raki and a few other people. So it'd be interesting. 3 pinters and a veg. Why are you storing veg in your pinter fridge? That's all I'm going to turn around and say. Is that what keeps the life long on yours? A bit of veg? Yeah, that is a solid beer. You can feel the ABV to it a bit, even though it's only 8.7. But it is just taking Tanglefoot up a level to a much more solid, better beer. Yeah, that is really good. I am only going to stay on till 7. 17 more minutes, that's it. Even though, don't know what I'm talking about at this stage. But there you go. This is a random sort of live that I made a decision on Tuesday to do. Right, back to... I shouldn't really be switching like this, but back to the New England IPA. Yeah, New England, eh? It's good, but yeah, not amazing. Not amazing. Right, I'm just seeing what else is going on YouTube right now. Isn't that nice? Me looking at my feed while you lot are all just sitting there watching. I think I might as well just sort of give a little channel update while I'm here at this stage. Explain a bit of what's going to happen. So over the next 2 months, 3 months, as I look at the date actually down there. So October, November, December. In the next, obviously, 3 months, I'm going to have UK Brew Project videos coming out every Sunday. and that'll be every Sunday, hopefully without fail, until just before Christmas, where obviously I need to take a little break because I can't be drinking that stuff and all the other stuff that's going to be happening around Christmas time. So I will take a break. Alongside that, I am hoping to actually start doing a bit of the travel bit of the name from the channel. The idea is that I have a load of stuff that I was originally going to upload, and then I got into doing all the Pinter stuff, and I just, with work and then doing the Pinter videos and then just life in general, I didn't get to do my other bits. So I have videos that I need to just finish the edits on, and the idea is I'll upload them, but they really are just on my travel side, just hotel, hotel, what do you call them, walkthroughs, yeah, of the room and that. So that's all they are really. But I'll be aiming to try and put, again, one of those up every week, I think from the start of November, and that means I've got like 23 days to get them edited and up. So yeah, I'll be working on those during the next few weeks, so there's a steady stream of those. I unfortunately don't think I'm going to have any Pinter videos until the new year at this stage. I may do a taste test of my two ciders that have been bottled, and I think there's another beer that I want to do a taste test of as well that we've bottled, but I don't think there'll be any new Pinter ones that I've brewed that I'll be doing videos of. It's just time at this stage. I may try and do the stout. That's the only thing I'm looking at the time. I'm thinking I could do the stout with lactose, taste it, bottle it, and then see what it's like come Christmas, because that's the only reason I want it. I want to brew it for Christmas. So it will be only in the Pinter for brewing, taste test, and then whacked into the bottle. Otherwise, there will potentially, over the next November, December time, be a few lives. And mainly they will be just either live beer reviews or a beer review recorded as live and then uploaded. It's not sort of direction I'm going, just what I've got at that stage that I'm looking to do. So I will potentially be maybe travelling, who knows. Let's see what happens, and if that's the case, then I will try and upload some beers from where I am and do a review. And if I can do live with people, if I have the internet connection, then I will, but who knows, let's see. But that's the aim for what I'm looking to do potentially with the channel at the moment over the next 3 months. Out of these two, it's definitely going to be Tanglefoot that wins. This is more sessionable, yes, easily to drink, but you can't beat a good old Tanglefoot. I'm going to call it Tanglefoot Reserve. I know it's Tanglefoot Special Edition, but it's like a reserve with the extra ABV. That is so much better. One thing I haven't done is actually tested Tanglefoot against Tanglefoot Special Edition. I can taste the difference between them, but it'd be interesting to taste them face to face. Yeah, that with the codes. So if you had ordered from Pinter before, I think you got 30 quid off. If you're part of the monthly subscription, you got £50. When you first order, you can also sign up to the monthly subscription for free of the Pinter's, not one, not two, but 3 of them, and you don't pay anything for them. So it can be you get some of them extra and then cancel the next month because there's no obligation to carry it on, meaning you maximize your money at that stage. But I do think the prices are, they're going up, but they're going up based off they're giving you the hopper. But I did see, and this is the problem with the website, I said last week as well, the website was misleading in some of the prices. They were saying on some areas that the press price was £17, and then when I looked elsewhere, it said it was actually £20. So I'm not sure what it's going to be doing. Wonder you cannot turn any gas on. There you go. But the electricity either. But how are you gonna? You need electricity for the fridge to chill the beer, to record the videos. You can't ban the electricity. Just the gas. Just the gas at this stage. Yeah, gas and electric is absolutely mental at the moment. I was looking to move to a new provider, and I've just been like, I'll sod it. I'll wait it out and see what happens at this stage. But prices are just gonna go up and up and up. There was a guy talking. I don't know who he was, and I'm not trusting his opinion because I think he was linked to one of the comparison engines that they do for energy. And he was talking about like £500 to £700. It could be going up next year. The average bill, I mean, and I'm like, yeah, I'll hold that off. Oh, do you know what? I've downloaded the app. I used it on one brew and then I sort of gave up. I think it may be more handy with the hopper, telling people hop your beer now. The one interesting thing that someone said to me in the last live with the hopper was that you're supposed to disengage the dock and then put the hopper on. But in the actual thing yesterday, they had the dock still on and put the hopper on. So that would mean the hop oil that they're putting in would come down and you would perhaps lose some into the actual excess trough that you pull out from the dock. So I'm not sure if that was done wrong or whether that is the recommendation of how they're going to do it. I am not in Scotland. I'm back in London. I was up in Scotland on holiday for 2 weeks, and I'm now sadly back down amongst the maniacs searching for petrol and queuing like crazy for petrol. Whereas there was none of that issue in Scotland. I'll tell you what, the shops are empty. You go into like a co-op out in the middle of nowhere and there was nothing. The rest was out on Isla. And I was there in the morning actually waiting. I was jumping on a bus to go to one of the distilleries. And this dude walked into the co-op and he walked back out again like 2-3 minutes later. And there was another old bloke just standing next to me. And he went, "There's bugger all in there, isn't there, Jim?" But in a very Isla accent, not sounding London in that stage. But it was so funny seeing them all queue up waiting for the van. So the shop closed at like 10 o'clock to allow delivery for the co-op van till 11. And then they would stack the shelves and there was just a queue of islanders waiting to run in there to get their essentials and stock up. Broadband and TV, the fridge and perfect draft, everything else I'm so gluing the sockets. Yeah, as long as you make sure you've got electricity going to the things that you need it to go to, that's all that matters. Sod everything else, who cares? Lighting, we don't need lighting. Don't need that at all. Take care, Big Horror. I'm going to be going in like 6 anyways. I'm not going to finish all of this on live. I've got some editing to do and then take it easy after. Decent pair of women's fashion shoes at easy 150. Yeah. All right, Big. You are such a, oh dear. I've still got I've got to open the bottle you sent me. Yeah, I've got to get round to that. I will do that on video. Maybe I'll make that my 1000 special, but I may not be here by the time I get to 1000. Yeah. He's seen the price of fuel go up, so he's immediately gone, "Do you know what, I can put the price of beer up as well." He's also seen probably that, there's been beer delivery issues getting out to, you're not got your drivers delivering the beer out to the pubs. People want their beer. Let me put the beer prices up. Yeah, that would be very very calculated if that was the case. I wonder if they'll do like a January sale of either extra pint of one stuff that they got or some of the presses at that stage. They'll do a January sale and say, these ones are reduced, come and get them because people haven't been buying them. and they just want to get rid of them before, you know, they expire or whatever. So they'll be selling short dated things. And I can imagine that would happen. Some people will be a bit disenfranchised with the whole idea of Pinter 2 coming out, but they are still doing Pinter 1. You can still buy the Pinter 1 presses. And as far as I'm concerned, the Pinters still can be used either for the presses or, you know, the whole, you know, the full grain kits that I've done. And you could always buy a Pinter 2 kit. And as I say, we'll test that. Fast 50 can test it. I'll test it. We can see if we can try and hop the Pinter 1 beers to the same level that the Pinter 2 hops it. It'll be an interesting thing to try and see. But I don't think it's a case of throw your Pinter 1 away. I'm still keeping them. I've no doubt Fast 50s, you got 3 of them. You're going to be using them, no doubt. Oh, you say that, mate. You say that. I only went and bought a bloody dock. A new dock for the Pinter 1. And then, you know, my other Pinter, the red one went. Which I still need to open up, actually. I do want to open up and see if I can fix it. Because it is just a thermos and it can be used for something. Hell, I could just, you know, make lemonade in it if I wanted at that stage, or just make a, you know, chilled water with ice and lemon if I wanted. I could do all of that. The lagers have been lacking. They've missed entirely. All of my reviews, I just don't think the lagers hit it. And the reason being is that a lager needs to lager. They need to store. They need to wait. You're not making a lager in 10 days. You are looking at commercial breweries in the UK could probably turn it around 20-30 days with the machine or anything they've got. But if you want to lager, especially on a home scale, it needs to be longer. You're looking at 2-3 months to lager a beer. And normally the best method for lagering is in a bottle, because it's fully airtight. The Pinter isn't fully airtight. If you have a seal on it, then it's not going to be airtight. And that's where it sort of falls down. I've always felt the lagers just haven't hit the spot. You can't have a lager that quick. But there's not much you can do. So you can try the lagers, especially if they hop them, or you can try them if they are, like, say, the black lager that time. But, you know, there's not much you can really expect of it. And I would probably, like yourself, hold off any lagers. I think they tried doing the lager as the main selling point to begin with as well. That was the problem. And they produced, in the end, I think they've had 5 lagers, haven't they? So they've had, I'm going to call the Dunkel the lager. They've had the Pilsner. They've had what they had as lager. They had the Hoppy lager. And then had one more. I swear they've had 5 different lagers. Off the top of my head, I can't think. But yeah, none of them have really been amazing or stood out. But what can you do? No worries, Scott. You know, it's a number. A number will be reached at some stage. I'm not really too fussed about it. I'm just more surprised that people have watched my videos, and I just enjoy the conversation and chat amongst the sort of community, whether that be beer community, pinter community, or just people in general. But it's just that's what I enjoy at this stage. I try to respond to all comments, although I know I've been lacking over the past 3 weeks, and I have a backlog of people I need to respond to. But it reaches that point you go, oh, they commented 3 weeks ago. I haven't responded, might as well just leave it. But yeah, I do try to respond to almost all comments. Yeah, West Nouveau was one of the other ones. That was the hoppy one, which actually was the best lager out of them all, only because it was hopped. I was going to have a quick look at my playlist, because that might give away the Pinter ones. I don't want to play them. So we had... I can't remember what the first one was that I'd done. Yeah, I can't remember what the first one was. It was just the Pilsner, wasn't it? So with the Pilsner, the 4 Saisons, which I think is more lagery than a Saison. The Republic Lager. West Nouveau. Weiss Nights isn't quite a lager. It's a Weiss beer, but still taking on the lager tones. And then what I said was guest list, but is now whatever they're calling it, Bavarian, whatever. I don't know what they're calling it. Whatever they're calling it, that stage. Right, I am gonna Lockwood Pilsner. That was the first one, yeah, because they changed the name. It wasn't called Lockwood when I first got it. It was called, I think it was named after where they had it, and then they changed it. After I brewed it, they changed the blooming name, which is nice of them to do, isn't it? They've done that with 2 of them. 4 Saisons changed to... it was Saisons Greetings, which they made a permanent and changed to 4 Saisons. But, you know, what are you going to do? They keep changing names just for the sake of it. Oh, well. Right, I'm actually going to head now. It's been an hour, and I've sort of set myself a limit at an hour. Weiss Nights, I say, but it was... You could consider Weiss Nights on the lager area zone, but the whole idea is it doesn't need to be clear, and it doesn't need to be BVM. Wow, legend in the chat. You've drunk Carling. Well done, lad. Well done, lad. I hope your deal is going well with Beer Hawk or whatever one it is at that stage. That they're sending you free beer. You're living the dream at that stage. Yeah, Weiss Nights. I said it's hazy. It's supposed to have that whole cloves and bananas. That's not a lager, so I mean, lager's supposed to be clear, but it's lager-esh on the, you know, how it goes. Right, take care, everyone, and I shall see you soon. I don't know about lives or anything. Next week I'm up in Nottingham. You may see me on some other people's random stuff. Who knows? But there you go. I see, Scott. I see you've called in your football squad, BVM and Chris the Butcher. I'm logging off at this stage. I've got some editing to do. I've got to call the missus, and yeah. But I will have a UK Brewery Project video up on Sunday, and then next week I will hopefully be meeting some people over in Nottingham. So I might see some people up at the beer festival there, or you might see me randomly pissed in the back of other people's videos. Who knows? I wouldn't listen to what Scott tells you. If Scott tells you to sub to something, you do the opposite. You unsub. There you go. All right. Take care, everyone. And so see you around at some stage. Not sure about lives. Maybe in November. All right.